So I saw recently there was a video of a guy and a girl getting into it. Well, it was one-sided. It was a girl attacking a guy and there was a baby involved. And this lady was violating this man and this man was recording it. But I kept seeing more and more bits and itty bits and parts of information in the video over and over. And now I finally understand this thing. This is not just some random little video that just reinforces my worldview on certain things. This was a somewhat well-known. And you know what? All right. So Taylor Frankie Paul loses custody of son after disturbing Dakota Morrison fight video surfaces. And we're gonna look at the video right here because this is wild.
Yeah, yeah, look at you. Look. Yeah, look. This is called physical abuse. Yeah. Yeah. See, Taylor, this is all you do. It's the only thing you know how to do.
Flipper's okay.
Holy
It's okay. I don't give a
Let me go. Stop. Dude, leave me alone.
Now, the craziest thing about this is I don't look for this shit, man. I go on Twitter, I want to see something funny. Instead, I run into 1 billion accounts from Africa, either staying in Black Americans' business or pushing fakes, entertainment slop videos or content nonstop, or just racist bullshit over on Twitter. It's just some nonsense. Or I'll run into a video like this and I'm just like, geez, man, it's bad. And you know it's bad because I'm so desensitized to it that when I saw this video, it didn't even click it. This is the stuff that I see that I go, this is not even worthwhile mentioning to you guys. This is not even worthwhile mentioning. You know? That's how bad it's gotten.
Oh my God. Your daughter is right here. Oh my gosh. Oh my. You are. Yeah.
What do you do as a man in this situation? Right? Do you get violent to kind of like shut this shit down? In this case right here, as a guy who I absolutely hate even being aware of violence being done to women. Truth be told, I don't want to see no woman ever get hurt. I don't want to see no dude ever play hands on a woman. But at some point, there is a line, and every individual on this earth has to understand their limits. That line, there is a line, and once that line is crossed, I call it go time. I call it go time, and what go time is essentially it's no more time for talking, right? Um, and I don't like seeing guys put hands on women, shit like this. The first time I ever stood up, against my mother, um, I saw a guy attacking a girl across the street, and my mother was walking with me on the other side of the street, and she was holding my hand, and my mother was looking but walking past it or whatever like that, her being nosy, and I was fighting trying to get across the street to help the lady, right? That doesn't change. I know there are some people who they look and listen to my videos and they think, well, the shallow individuals, they'll probably sit there and go, oh, it's just another man hating, red pill, manosphere. It's never been that. It's never been that. But what do you do, right? I mean, I've been in a situation like this and I left the girl immediately. I left the girl immediately because I said, for me to ever even be in a situation like this is not normal. This is dangerous. This is not love. This is destructive. This is wrong, right? And you'll have people who will sit in relationships like this. That it gets to could you could you imagine him even sitting there saying that this is all you do, her violently lashing out, throwing fucking chairs at this guy, means that she thinks that he's impervious to being harmed, and that's the way that they treat guys, men online. Men are supposed to be these stoic, unbreakable, unshakable individuals, and we're just supposed to take it. And she had a baby there. She didn't give a fuck. The baby got hit by the baby got hit in the crossfire of this woman acting like a damn fool. So apparently now she lost custody of her child, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. And even when this video came out, And apparently she has 3 kids apparently. Let me see if I got that right. So Taylor Frankie Paul, often styled as Taylor Paul online, is a 31-year-old American TikTok influencer, content creator, and reality TV star from Utah. She rose to prominence as the founder of Mom Talk, a viral TikTok community of young Mormon mothers in Utah who post dance trends, lifestyle, beauty, and parenting content. Listen, after looking at that video, now understanding it, whatever advice she has about parenting, do the opposite. She has millions of followers, over 6 million on TikTok and over 2 million on Instagram, under Taylor Frankie Paul. I'm gonna skip a little bit forward. Okay, no, actually no. She launched her TikTok in 2019 and started Mom Talk in 2020. In 2022, she went mega viral and made national headlines when she publicly revealed that she and her then husband had participated in soft swinging. I always say this shit right real quick. Be very wary of people who like political stances swing from one extreme to another, or somebody who their views change and like they're the complete opposite of what they believe. It has to be a gradual thing, right? Now granted, we've all heard this, right? But you should be very wary of girls who, let's say, had a very conservative, extremely conservative upbringing and now they're just whores, and you'll just go, yep. And 10 years down the line, she's gonna, not even 10 years, and 6, not even, and 5, not even, when she feels like as though she no longer can milk the cow, right? She done, them udders is worn out like them titties. She is going to implode and she's gonna do the whole woe is me thing. And of course, whenever it finally comes up and it dawns on them, you got to be careful, right? When it comes down to people who goes on polar opposites overnight, like type shit, it's really dangerous. Whether it be politics or anything like that, it's extremely dangerous. This girl had a conservative background or whatever like that, or Mormonism, whatever the fuck it is, which is very restrictive on women, wrongfully so. And instead of becoming a normal, well-adjusted individual, she went to the far side, started swinging, though she claims non-penetration. Sure, okay. So non-penetrative extramarital sexual activity with other people, couples present within their Mormon social circle. What the fuck are Mormons doing, dog? This led her to divorce from Tate Paul. They were married from 2016 to 2022 after a temple wedding right out of high school. It sparked the Hulu reality series that made her a household name. All right, so, okay. She has 3 kids. One kid is named Indy, the other is named Ocean, and the other name is Ever. Yeah, she's batshit crazy. Them some crazy names right there, dog. I don't know what, man, whatever. So, okay, so we got a little bit of, insight here. Anyway, in February 2023, she was arrested after a physical altercation with Dakota Mortensen. She was the aggressor per reports and her own past comments. She threw chairs and inadvertently struck a child. She took a plea deal, pleaded guilty to aggravated assault. Other charges dropped, served a day in jail. Yo, dog, I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. Do you think a guy would go through the same exact thing? How long do you think a guy would served a day in jail, time served, and completed evaluations? A video of the incident was released by TMZ in mid-March 2026, reigniting massive attention. In late 2025, early 2026, she was announced as the lead for season 22 of The Bachelorette. Didn't they just try to do a Bachelorette where it's this woman who has multiple kids? And she, is that the same? Nah, that can't be the same woman. I think it's like this woman with like 6 kids for The Bachelorette. So you got all of these prime dudes, right? And they're fighting for a woman with multiple baby fathers. I'm sorry. It's funny because I started this video in a bad mood, but I gotta laugh at that because it's like, how did we get here? And it's not the end all be all if you have multiple baby fathers as a woman, but on live TV, man, shit crazy. Shit crazy. Oh, maybe it is her. Filming reportedly occurred, but ABC halted or pulled the season on March 19, 2026, right after the fight video resurfaced. It might be her. So where the fuck did I get 6 from? But it gets better. It gets better. Let's see how the Hive is taking it, shall we?
How much money did you make, Dakota, selling this footage to TMZ? Because besides the big take of being absolutely appalled and disgusted by this behavior, knowing that you've sat on this for 3 years and chose to release it and get paid by TMZ to release this now means that you are an even bigger piece of shit than I thought. I'm not going to show the footage here. You can go look it up for yourself on TMZ because honestly, it is absolutely sickening to me, and seeing that her kid was present is so heartbreaking. We all knew that she pled guilty to a felony. We all knew that she had until like August to be clean and not do anything stupid. Did we know the extent of the child abuse charges that were dropped? No, we did not. And that is why everyone is absolutely sick over this. But that doesn't change the fact that Dakota chose 3 years later at this particular time to release this footage. And this doesn't just hurt Taylor. This hurts her kids. Her kids have to see this now for the rest of their lives available on the internet. As if it wasn't already bad enough, now they have that to add to their trauma. So you know what? I hope you use the money you made to pay for their trauma therapy. Honestly, good for all the girls for deciding not to film because I'm so done with this.
Who the fuck are you? This is the Hive. Did you see the Hive make it his fault in the end? I'm sorry. Was he the one throwing multiple chairs and ended up hitting a child? Was he even participating in any of that? She was the aggressor, and the Hive still comes to defend her. This is, and I guarantee you, it's just because they're fans. But even if they weren't, it would still be that empathy that women, low quality women, have. And again, listening to this woman's voice, right? Jonas is a 36-year-old man only attracted to 8-year-olds. Man. You ever wanted, I wish that there was a button just to shut some of these fucking people up, right? Whenever they're about to, like, once it's, man, this is why I'm hoping Twitter gets that feature quicker to filter out continents. I would love it that when somebody's been proven to be a fucking nuisance on the platform, if there was a filter that, like, they get a fucking mark for like 6 months or some shit like this, they say something stupid and you just press the button and it filters them out. Only high quality posts and replies will be allowed. Man, we need that shit so bad. I wish that was a setting for real life. Imagine calling an abuse victim a bigger piece of shit than I thought because he didn't immediately release a film of being violently abused. This is what I'm saying right here. Where's that energy for these women who sit 25 fucking years, 20 years, all these extra years, and then claim that they were raped and all of this other shit? Where's that energy? Where's that energy? This is the thing. They go to bat. Remember Amber Heard? There's still the Amber Heard Defense Force exists. They have more energy for Amber Heard to defend her when she has no evidence, though she claims she had all this evidence of Johnny Depp being abusive and all of this other shit. But when it comes to a man showing evidence or whatever like that, you're a piece of shit, man. Our world is fucked, man. Women will always condone abuse as long as the abuser is a woman. Oh yeah, I forgot Chuck Norris died. If women can come out and speak on injustice done to them decades ago, he has every right to take 3 years and release his right. That's right at the moment she has an amazing opportunity and ultimately ruin her life. Listen, hey, this is a W, right? Because you have plenty. This is something that women do consistently when it came down to the Me Too era. Do you guys remember how whenever there was a guy about to do something, all these women would come forward, and then you find out what it really is that they're trying to blackmail him because they feel like as though they're slighted in the past or some shit. And now, for example, Brett Kavanaugh. Remember that? What was her name? Christy Blasey Ford said that this man raped her over 20, 30 something years ago. But she said she couldn't remember the time, who was at the party, when did the party happen, what date it was, where it happened. And it's just like, and all these women came forward in Handmaid's Tale outfits. You know, the ones that fetishize about being held down while some powerful man does horrible things to their womb because they fetishize that shit. So goofy. The video came out because he filed a restraining order this week, and the video was used as evidence. He didn't release the video. TMZ released this video, under the Freedom of Information Act, and it wasn't Dakota trying to sabotage her this time. It was publicly available according to TMZ, and they just downloaded it. Rule number one of the sisterhood, to the many whom it applies: always back your sister. No matter what she did, we're never in the wrong, even if we're objectively, demonstrably, unquestionably wrong. The very reason she is defending the abuser is that she is also an abuser. Maybe. The outcome of Dakota turning the footage over to TMZ was necessary with respect to Taylor's other baby father seeing the footage. He's been denied for 3 years. So again, there's another dude who has a kid with her, and he doesn't even get the chance to see his daughters or kid or sons or whatever. From what I just read. Now that he sees the footage, he's beyond livid that Taylor lied to him about his child. Oh, okay. So from what I'm seeing here, I got that wrong. From what I'm seeing here, the father of the child probably wanted to know if the kid got hurt during this outcome, and I guess the mother was lying, because it would have looked much worse if he would actually have seen the video. LOL. So what you're saying is, don't believe all women, especially if it happened in the past. I didn't realize there's a statute of limitations for being a psycho. The person who caused the problem and was the abuse always cries victim in the end. Did she not see the Me Too movement incidents dating back to even 30 years of abuse prior? It doesn't matter. Shouldn't abuse anyone. Keep that same mindset when a guy does it to a girl. Following women's steps, what do you think? That men were not going to play your game ever? It's about time. It's about time men started fighting fire with fire. But you already see it. If you go up to talk to a woman, you're a terrible person. If you ignore women, you're a terrible person. Where have all the good men gone? I don't want these type of men. Again, it's crazy because I said to myself, we're gonna go a week of not having any negative videos about women. I said this, and this is what I said. This is what I said. Fucking terrible person. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.